Good evening, my name is Adamar Wood, they call me the Zotmeister, and welcome back. Once again, I'm staring the game down. Master of Orion II, Battle at Antares. Oi! Hey, I mean, I could try to finish this game with just about any combination of picks that I wanted. I have done some very, very strange setups and still beaten this game on impossible. This is Warlord Wednesday. My purpose here is to show off the awesomeness. I'm using what I feel is my strongest strategy. I do so unapologetically. Okay. Let us get right back into this. So, when we last left our galaxy, we got the colony base built on the other planet of Home, which Box Ghost Beware so cleverly named. Trilar, we are peacefully coexisting with the Trilarians, at least for now. They are repulsive, but they are also friendly, so go figure. And Andromeda, we recently, let's say, permanently borrowed from the Silicoids, which were foolish enough to declare war on me. Yeah, they started it, I'm going to end it. That's kind of the way things work in this game. I have one fusor out, excuse me. I often picture the voice of Otis from the Superman movie. Yes, sir, Mr. Fusor! Anyway. I was a little surprised to find a Bulrathi settlement among the Silicoid holdings there. But, oh well. So be it. It is unfortunate. Although I suppose they were, I refresh my memory on things real quick. Yeah, they were also tolerant. So, yeah, so there is that. The Silicoid being subterranean. Before I forget, one thing that I feel compelled to mention, if you check my marquee, you'll see the year says 1996. Yeah. Last time it said 1995, and that was my error. I apologize for that. 1996 is the correct year release. With the Silicoid being subterranean, I can actually fit the Silicoid onto a planet that is otherwise already maxed out on its population. The subterranean bonus, the extra amount that can fit on a planet, can be just them on a planet that's otherwise completely filled with some other race. It's just the subterranean ones. They can live underground, and you can get that many extra people on there. The problem with this is that you are in fact penalized for having multiple species on the same planet. It takes the form of a morale penalty, or at least it works in the same... Actually, I think it is, in fact, a morale penalty. I think it factors directly into that. You can negate that penalty. It requires a building. And that building is called Alien Management Center, and this is in fact how you get it right there. That is probably something I'm going to want to get, because I'm going to want to have as large a population as possible. And the Silicoid are very efficient people, given that they're environmentally tolerant. They do not generate any pollution. Yes, the best defense against being telepathic is also being telepathic. Yes, as I mentioned. If there were any other races out there that were telepathic, I would not be able to use mind control against them. One can't mind control the other. However, the only computer race that is typically telepathic are the Illyrians. That's sort of their key trait. And by choosing the Illyrian portrait for my own race, I precluded them from appearing in this game. As I mentioned, it's not the reason why I take their portrait, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Just one of those things. Yeah, it's always interesting when you're in a hot seat game and multiple people pick telepathic, because they're always like, oh, we actually gonna have to build ground troops? There's oddly this sort of, I almost hate to phrase it this way, but it almost becomes like a new type versus old type sort of deal, where all the races that are telepathic really typically don't want to fight against one another, and so they will tend to ally against those races that don't have it. It's one of those interesting things that happens to come up. Telepathic is 6 points. And it doesn't actually help you fight any space battles. It just makes the aftermath a lot easier to deal with. It's one of those things that, it feels... I'll tell you what I think. I actually wish it were divided up into 2 different racial picks. I wish that there were sort of a separation between the empathic elements of it and the mind control elements of it, and that you could only... that you would only have to spend the points on one or the other if you don't want both. It's just one of those little things that I would personally want to tweak. I have, over the years, accumulated a number of ideas for a Master of Orion 0. They've been sitting in a case file of sorts for 2 decades now, I guess. I was perhaps the first person in the world disappointed by Master of Orion 3, because I was immediately disappointed by the very title. It's like, 3? No! You idiots! You're going the wrong way! It's been 2 games. It's time to let us play as the Orions and the Antarans. Durr! And we get to see what it was like back then, at their time. We can build the Guardians. We can win the game through a dimensional isolator. That is what it should be. And what great legends would there be? It's like, you know, these games, Orion is the land of the ancients. What was their great legend? What was out there that was, you know, the amazing thing to them? That is what we really wanted to know. And yeah, I was disappointed. It's like the moment it was announced, yeah, we're doing Master of Orion 3. I was like, it's gonna be terrible. I know it is. If nothing else, it's what we don't want. And I was so right. I was so very, very right. Anyway, it must be just you, Courtier. So yeah, that's a thing. I actually had what I think is a really, really neat idea for what their legend would be. I have shared this with very, very few people. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I am holding on to that because one of these days I actually do plan to make a game of this nature, and I do very much plan to put that in there. So, yeah. Guess what? You're just gonna have to keep guessing. I'll give you a hint, though. It is something that has come up on stream for me before, but I'm not gonna say anything more about it. Alright, so anyway, back to this game. The one with the 2 in the title. It would seem that we have some silicoid ships on the move. Transport ship over their colony at Samson. They've got a colony ship heading to Krislon. They've got another transport ship heading to home. And it would seem that here, another transport ship heading to home here. Okay. Wow. You've both... you do not have a starbase. Huh. That might be a problem. He might take this colony over. Mind you, it's as simple as just flying back over there and just clicking mind control again. It's not like I actually need to fight his ground troops. Okay. I don't think I need to mess with any of this. Usually I have everything set up for the end of a turn before I click through anyway. Oh, I still have a scout and a destroyer over there. You know what? They can stay there. Fine with that. I'm wondering if there are any... Probably a few stars I haven't actually scoped out yet. Haven't reached that one back there. If there's someone that I have contact with inhabiting it, then its name will light up, but I don't necessarily know what's there. That is unfortunately something I would have to still do individual clicking on if I don't recall. Unoccupied tundra world there. Although it's probably easier to let them get it. And just take them over afterward. I believe... Oh! The Darlocks actually did declare war on me. Well... What a bunch of frickin' morons. Huh, 2 turns to Nazin? I might want to deal with them first. If I can. Hopefully they don't have any missile bases on their planets, but I guess I'm about to find out. Pardon. Gonna need a cough drop in a moment, I think. Captain Grum, the armed... I don't give a crap about you. Oh, you think so, do you? Well, crap. It actually was him. I already told... I had treaties with him. I demanded he stopped spying, and he refused. So, yeah, shame that he's, like, way over there. I'm gonna have to do something about that, and sooner rather than later. Okay, situation here has changed. Ooh, they've got a battleship. Okay, so what have we got here? Ooh. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? This colony has a missile base. This colony has both a star base and a missile base. The one planet here he hasn't put a missile base on is his home world. You bloody idiot. Scruffy looking. What a fantastic handle that is. Hello, good to see you here. Rather fitting. That could easily describe me tonight. Okay. Let me quickly scan this. Mass drivers! Oh look, he's got heavy armor, reinforced hull on this thing too, huh? Probably because he stole them both from me. But that's okay. I'm actually not too concerned. 2 beams to destroy 4 missiles. Gotta love it. My ship heals, his starbase doesn't, and once I get up nice and close to it, I can frickin' raid it. Matter of fact, it might not even have that much crew left, given my heavy neutron blaster clearly penetrating its shield. That's why I installed it after the fusion beams. Yeah, what have we got on there? The crew's shrinking down. Let's raid this sucker. I accomplished absolutely nothing during the course of that raid, and 3 of my attackers died. Well, crap. That's okay, though. Because the odds are going to get better and better. There we go! Only lost 1 attacker that time, and I took out its shield generator. And its battle scanner. Even a couple of its weapons. Yeah, I think he's in trouble. I can tank the missiles at this point. Yeah! That was a lot of damage. Enveloping fusion beams. Great stuff. A crew of 3, huh? Maybe I should try to capture it now. Yep! Took it. I have captured the starbase. Ah, fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I don't get to keep the starbase. It is, in fact, eliminated. But, it is very, very convenient to do that. Especially if there are still other defenders in the battle, and you're a telepathic race. Because when you take over something as a telepathic race, you actually do so by mind controlling the current crew, which means you actually, through proxy, know how to operate the ship. You can control it yourself right then and there in that battle. You can actually turn the starbase's remaining weapons against its own former fleet. Great stuff. And of course, if you leave the battle, the starbase is gone, just as it would be if you actually succeed winning the battle after you have captured it. So, yeah, they don't have the starbase anymore. If you go in for a second round, one less thing to deal with. I was raiding it rather than capturing it because of the odds, simply put. I mean, I'm playing a low-G race with a ground combat penalty. My men are very, very inefficient when it comes to that. A raid is much, much better for softening up the target. Once I got the number of people on board shrunken down, and the well, once I've weakened the starbase's defenses It's like, okay, now there's probably a good chance that I can actually successfully capture it. And of course, if I do get the enemy crew count to 0 through sufficient neutron blaster use, then a capture will be guaranteed. 14 colonists. 4 buildings. I could bomb it 8 times. Or I could try to fight that 7 infantry if I bring ground control. Mind control! And here we actually have the trooper. Despite that I didn't actually have troopers in the usual sense here. Showing me technologies that I have just stolen from the Darlocks. Fittingly enough. As a result of the successful invasion. So I have the range increased to 6 parsecs, and I might not need to increase it ever again during the course of this. Yes, got biospheres. Researched hydroponic farms, just got the other one. Great. Lacon and Nolam empires are now at peace. Nazin Prime just conquered. Okay, these people... well, obviously they're not feeding themselves yet, so let's fix that. Team barracks, biospheres... do that. Green barracks will get rid of the morale penalty. Okay. So, what do we actually have? The Darla... Best population type yet. They are a 3rd tolerant race, so again, no pollution. And they actually give a production boost. Get an extra resource point per worker. Okay then. That's really, really nice. The problem is that these other 2 colonies he has both have missile bases, which means 1 battleship is not gonna cut it. Probably going to need more like 3 or 4. That big of a difference. On the plus side, though, while I have my ship sitting here over his colony, and we are at war, there's this little mechanic in the game called blockading. He's getting a minus 50% penalty to all of his production. By which I mean his farmers, his workers, and his scientists. All of them. Everything his population is doing there. Cut in half. I actually say cut in half, but this actually stacks additively with other penalties, such as the gravity-based ones. So that low G world that he has, which is normally penalized 25%, yeah, it's now being penalized 75%. And if you blockade a heavy G world, and the race present there isn't heavy G, it becomes a 100% penalty. They do nothing. They can't feed themselves. Oh, and you also can't use freighters to ship food in or out of there. So yeah, unless they've got a hydroponic farm to feed themselves. And I noticed that, yeah, this one's a tundra, this one's a barren. Yeah, he might have a problem. He might not actually even be able to send anything against the ship that I already have here for quite some time. As a matter of fact, home would be blockaded right now if this were an actual combat ship, rather than a mere transport. He can do the same thing to me. I kinda have to watch for that. But right now, we're okay. So that's totally a thing. Totally a thing. Alright. Yeah, this game, I have spent so much time playing this scruffy looking, a ridiculous amount of time. Okay. I am sitting on a lot of money. Is there a leader I've been waiting to hire? No. I don't care about you. Clear off. Okay. At this point, maybe I should get an officer on that ship. Well, not gonna matter too much right now, though. Okay, you are on your way to Andromeda, where I have 2 colonies. Makes sense to me. Oh, the audio's starting to pick up a little. Hang in there. Oh, you can do it. Okay. So let's see. Let us get Andromeda started. I don't want to wait 27 turns. Let's get that automated factory built. I think I want to do the same thing here. Yeah, I could just afford those. Use Orion 20 turns there, 47 there, but I should be able to speed those up. Oh, you're actually already at your population max. Here. Put biospheres on top then. Your case I'm gonna do the same thing. Close enough. Even if you haven't hit the population maximum yet, the biospheres are still useful because the growth rate is based on how much room you still have to expand into. So it will accelerate the population growth. It's not like you should max it out first and then build the biospheres. You can actually build them whenever. It will get factored in. At least once the population has filled in to around like half to 2/3 of the maximum, then the biospheres are going to be useful. Okay. The Darlock... Whoa! Really? Oh, that's right. They have stealth ships, and I didn't take Omniscient. They have a fleet, I just don't see the frickin' thing. They snuck over to Andromeda. Bombarded it. Killed 3 million people. And the automated factory in the research lab. I just built that factory. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm going to stop blockading them then. And get him off of here. That was a thing. Yep, and these guys are now blockaded. Notice the population growth here is negative because they aren't getting the food they need anymore. We switch that over for the moment. That's bad. But I'll be there in a couple turns. That is definitely a setback. I definitely need more ships. Yeah, they can start growing again. Those are going to take a long time. But I should be able to rush by them when they get close. I need to remember to get the Space Academy there first before I finish the ship off. Got more people. And he's bombing his own homeworld. What a son of a bitch. Alright. Yeah, you guys are also now starving. Wow. I need to have that many well, there. Enough. Doesn't seem to be much point in trying to build anything here. As I'll start with a star base. What's actually hovering over here? It's just a destroyer? Huh. I wonder if I could get my own. Did design one, although there's not much on it. Suppose I could design another one. Yeah, let's give it the battle scanner. Can I get an enveloping fusion beam on here? I can. Probably only the one. Let's make it a continuous one then. This is a mini fusor. A little something we can try to spit out here. As a matter of fact, maybe I should just go ahead and let them starve. They're gonna die anyway to being bombarded. Actually try to spit that out in time. Worth a thought. Let's see, now I'm getting +3 food. Surplus food in this game you are actually reimbursed for every... I think it's basically 1/2 BC you get for each surplus food. What the case was, it was being transported off of Home Prime here to other planets, but, yeah, the places it would be going are all blockaded, so, yeah, not doable right now. And, infantry, whatever. Yeah, they're starving, alright. Okay, so he's gotten off of Andromeda. But, ouch. They got nailed, but good. I'm going to just have to leave that fusor here, I think. It's going to have to get back, your population maximum? Oh, okay. So you're not going to need the biospheres anytime soon. You actually did not get bombarded. Concentrated entirely on the other place. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to leave the fusor there. A little early to go for Nazen, unfortunately. But I definitely just gave them a massive setback. So, that should be a start, at least. No, we're still good. We're good, Trilarians. Ugh. This is his own home world he's bombarding. I literally just took it from him. He's basically killing his own people right now. I'm okay with this. Essentially. Under the circumstances. Oh, wow. Something tells me we're not getting that ship finished. He is going to bombard them into oblivion. Oh, man. Hey, election time. Trilarians and myself, huh? Alright, I don't want to screw the math up on this. If it were 21 votes total, it would take 14 to win. One more, it will take 15. 15 votes will win. Flacons abstain, the Bulrothies abstain, the Silicoids abstain, the Nolums abstain. Oh, the humans voted for me, I'm honored. The Darlocks abstain. You vote for yourself. Well, I think at this point it would be rather rude, given the humans voted for me, if I then turned around and voted for Ouroboros. But we are coexisting in a colony. Want to abstain. I'll vote for myself. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Oh, wow. Actually, oh well. Something tells me it was creeping down there anyway. Okay, let's see. And I need to get these ships going. Neural scanner is what I'm chunking away at. Glacon and Silicoid empires are now at war. Works for me. Alright, we need to get more food going here. We are out. Research lab in 4 turns. I feel like I'm missing something here. Suppose not, though. They don't eat. They're lithivore. They have no need for hydroponic farm at all. And it's still a little early for biospheres. We put that in at the end of the list there. I have a research lab in your list either, do I? Okay, that looks good to me. At this point, I think I want to hold on to the credits. See if I can get a ship faster. Rush by one. Either that or maybe get an offer from another leader. The offers come in based roughly on how much money you have, how many turns into the game it is. Oh, Jezendar. The puns, though. The puns. 15% chance of the neural scanner coming in. Nope, not yet. Alright, got a research lab there. Base Academy, so my ship at that colony will start leveling up faster. Okay. Looks like I'll be able to buy that in probably about 2 turns. He stopped bombarding Nazen? Really? Huh. I'm more than a little surprised by that, actually. Range. I wonder if you'll let them have an automated factory, but I'm not going to rush by it. Magistrate Velen, the rogue trader, has leveled up. Now a better financial leader and trader. Lead directly into even more money. And only 2 races I have actual treaties with right now? I'm getting more out of the Clacons than I am the humans, which tells me that my economy is stronger than that of the humans. That's a good thing? That's a very good thing. Lets me know I'm not in last, as far as that's concerned. Home 2's starbase. Actually, yes, Home Prime does already have a starbase, Home 2 also gets one. And there's no place they can be bombarded here. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to... Alright, looks like that Fusor is going to be next turn. He's built a transport ship. I'm good. Still fine with that. There we go. Yeah, I want that right now. I don't think I can afford to not have it right now. And... oh, right. Oh, I always seem to freaking forget that. Ah, and I've rush bought it. I think if I put the Space Academy in front, then I've wasted those materials. Well, before I forget, let's just go ahead and put the Space Academy in after. Darn, I'm a warlord. This is a bonus I'm just leaving on the table. It's worth the extra turn or two. Ugh. Alright, well, for right now, you're going straight over to Nazin. If there's a chance for that to be salvaged, then I want to salvage it. Neural scanner researched. Plus 10 to all spy rolls. Very much necessary. Now, once again, I have choices to make. Interesting choices. You know, there's definitely enough players out there with missile base that at some point I'm thinking I'll probably get it myself. Markulites are probably a good investment. With so many tolerant races out there, the pollution processor is probably not going to be that important. But even then, I'm not sure that's what I want to go straight for right now. Biology would help now that I've got some colonies with lower populations. The cloning center, the building, just plain adds plus 100k to the population growth rate on the planet. Very, very useful when especially when you've got large planets and small populations. Soil enrichment tends to be better in the long run, though. That's something that you build on a planet. It has 0 maintenance cost, and it permanently adds 1 to the food all farmers produce. That can get a lot of people doing something more useful. But under the circumstances, I might want the cloning center. I think, however, right now, the computers branch is still where I want to go. Nothing else here is so in such dire need of me to grab it that I can't take the computers tech first. That will make researching the other things that much easier to do. Well, I could go for the positronic computer. Much improved chance to hit with weapons, but I don't think that's nearly as useful. Not to mention it will be obsoleted by something I'm planning on getting later. And these other two options, and it can be a tough choice picking between these two. The planetary supercomputer is basically a double research lab, and it is a separate building that you can construct, and the two very much stack. So the building itself is 10 research points, each scientist gets another 2 points on the planet with it. And that's a lot. That is very good, but that is indeed only research. Holo Simulator is a morale boost, plus 20% to everything on the colony. That's food, production, and research. And, I tend to find that to be a bit more generally useful, in all honesty. But I think I'm going to go for the Holo Simulator. There are times when I'm feeling like I'm behind technologically. I'll have no qualms whatsoever about going for the planetary supercomputer itself. Chances are the other players are more likely to get planetary supercomputer, so I can often get that after the fact as well. There's another advantage to taking Holo Simulator. And of course, if you are a unification race, well then Holo Simulator is useless to you, as it doesn't even appear on the list as something to research. You military supercomputer instead. Just the different things to consider when you're trying to make that choice. But Holo Simulator should be fine for me for now. I can't see his fleet until I get there, because he has stealth ships. The jerk. I do see 2 transport ships there. Much else. I could just sit there. Actually, he doesn't have any combat ships there. If he did, he would be blockading me right now. He doesn't. I could be blockading him instead. I would be able to click these ships and fight them directly if it weren't for the fact that he has colonies here. Because he does actually have to choose a colony instead. As a matter of fact, it will tell me that right there. So I would have to brave a missile base if I tried to clear those out. And I'm not doing that with 1 ship, so close. Not going to happen. I'm going to want to get more research. That's going to be really slow. ECM jammer is not going to be a bad idea at all. Although my plan is very much to shoot down the enemy missiles. I've been talking so much I haven't been looking at chat. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. Courtier giving my my channel schedule there. This is my current Wednesday night game. Once this is over, I'm not sure what the next one is going to be, but I know what the one after that is going to be, and that's going to be XCOM. Between the two, I don't know. I've got several thoughts, ideas I could throw by there. One Jovum True, good to see you here. Yeah, I'm playing, right now, Tuesday nights are Jagged Alliance. My Thursdays, typically my retro night. Sometimes I've got something more complex planned than other nights. I actually have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow yet. Might be Advanced Guardian Heroes again. I wasn't happy with the fact that I failed to beat the game with Han. I might actually play some of the original Guardian Heroes as well. I might make it a Guardian Heroes night, but I haven't decided yet. Friday is my request night. This week's platform is going to be the Xbox 360. And I usually play Choice Chamber halfway through, but this week I'm actually going to make the whole second half of my stream Choice Chamber, because I missed the last 2 weeks. That's a thing. Yeah, there's a lot there on my channel page. You can check it out when you get the chance. But yeah, Wednesday nights are my my strategy game time. And strong start. I feel like I'm stalemating at the moment. Alien Crossfire. Yeah, I just don't want to do multiple sci-fi games in a row. I would want to break that up a bit. That's the only concern that I have in that department. So with that in mind, I could do Brave Land Wizard. I still haven't touched that. That would be my first blind attempt on a Warlord Wednesday. That could be a thing. Eventually you'll get a 24-hour choice champ. I tried to do a night of all choice chamber, and after 2 hours I was like, no, I'm done. I'm going back to requests. 2 hours seems to be my limit. Also, hi Jelly Dots, good to see you here. Yes, I love the mystery themes, and I can do the mystery themes on Thursdays. I do try that. I have to try to come up with appropriate themes for that. That's the hard part, but I love doing them. Handing out more bennies. Enough about my channel. My apologies to those watching the VOD here. But that's what can happen. This is a live venue. Okay, I think rather than just hang out here, I'd like to go somewhere where I would be more useful. So let's actually send that battleship to Chryslon and to try to get more colonies. I wouldn't mind eliminating the silicoid from the game entirely. I might be able to do that pretty quickly. And Rashiki has leveled up. Yes. More instructor. More experience points for my team, please. Labor leader. Better production on Andromeda. And Nazin is blockaded, so he did in fact build another ship. And it is sitting there right now. Whoa. Audio's hiccuping again. All right there. Alright, it seems to have settled in again. Yeah. Quickly fixing my windows here. Okay. The transport ships here. Oh, there's a starbase and a missile base now on his home world. Darn. Absolutely nothing here, though. Mind control that Darlock planet. Darn! I was hoping to steal the missile base tech from him. Okay, we got another hydroponic farm built. The colony I just flipped. Automated factory, marine barracks, hydroponic farm, research lab, starbase, space academy, biosphere. Perfect. They won't have to bug me for a while. Actually, let me see how my ships are coming along. Oh, look! Everybody's suddenly coming in. Little surprise. Do I want to brush by this? I think I don't. I think I want to save the money. Maybe once a war has been dealt with here. Oh, look, there's a Darlock battleship here now. And he doesn't have a colony. I can simply fight it in space. So, what is on the Starstreak 1 anyway? Mass drivers? No armor or hull? Oh, you are so dead right now. You don't... Oh, you do actually have a shield. Okay. You can't even hit me. Oh, missiles. Goodbye. One beam, 4 missiles. I love enveloping. Alright, starting to make progress there. Shoot those down. That blaster was way off. Come on, guys. Dodge this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Immobile, huh? And this is a Darlock ship? He's probably still stronger than me. My 10 guys got 5 of theirs. Yeah, it's gonna be the best it can be. He self-destructed the ship so I wouldn't capture it. Good thing my ship is pretty sturdy. When ships are self-destructed like that, that shockwave can kill other ships and perhaps even cause them to release their own shockwaves. But Yeah, my ships are pretty sturdy. Right, so, that's one less battleship the Darlocks have. Good riddance. I think I can... Well, hold on a moment. What have we got here? Neither of these has a starbase yet. I can't move that Fusor then. Darn. They would pretty much both need to have a starbase. Then I could move that Fusor. Alright. That is going to take some time. But we'll get there. Ooh, what has changed? He has a second battleship here. Alright, pretty sure I can deal with that starbase. That shouldn't be a problem. Charge! Ooh, Pulson missile. Damn, and we missed? That's actually going to be some damage we're taking. Go ahead and take it. 60, huh? Right. We only got one. Well, that's still decent. Took 100 damage, but we'll be able to recover that, and it's all still just armor. Hooray for heavy armor. Because otherwise we actually would have run out of armor. And see why I try to shoot the missiles down. A lot of damage, it adds up fast. There we go, we got all of those. And it's gonna be too early to capture it, we can try to raid it. I lost one attacker. We got its shield generator and its computer. And a good chunk of its weapons. Nice. That is fantastic. Ooh. I don't know why it doubles up the sound effects like that. That's something it does when it's running under Windows XP. Under Windows 95 it doesn't do that. No idea why. It's one of those things, I guess. Well, we got some of its missile launchers, so that ought to help significantly. And it's destroyed. I could shoot at the planet, but why? Yoink! Another fantastic silicoid populated. Wonderful stuff. Let's get these wonderful things built here. Great production. Alright, short of food, huh? Thank you for that follow. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, you've never seen this before, Jag. Oh, man, you've been missing out. This is an incredible game. Also, hi, good to see you here. Yeah, the name Warlord Wednesday actually came off out of this game, as I had mentioned last week when I first started playing it. Warlord is one of the racial picks in this game. I actually named my my show after it, so to speak. Let's see. Where best to get that food I'm missing? Yeah, it's gonna be home prime. There we go. Darn, slowing its production down. I may have to start concentrating on construction Yeah. Powered armor is so incredibly useful when you're low G, but the way this is going, I might need those robo-miners. Might have to head up that route. At any rate, I do feel as though I'm not getting nearly as many research points right now as I need, but I do need to get other things built in my colonies right now. I kinda need to leave people on production. Okay, yeah, if he's packing pulsons, that missile base is definitely out of my reach. No doubt about that at all. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to sit there. Going to end up pretty much with a fusor at every colony. And it's gonna reach the point where I'm gonna need like 3 or 4 in order to go on the offense. But as a warlord, I've certainly got command points to spare. I could have 3 more battleships and still not have to pay maintenance. That's sort of the plan. Oh, the humans and Darloks aren't at war anymore. They actually have a non-aggression pact? Ugh. That's bad. Very bad. Hold on. Huh. I didn't recall hearing that they were destroyed. Okay. I guess the Clacons are only in, one or both of these, then. I think they got eliminated. Huh. Weird. I had a treaty with them, damn it. Grr! Getting money. Research points. That's unfortunate. Got cut off from each other somehow. Looks like the Bullrothi are trying to take Samson. Works for me. They succeed, because all that they'll have left is their homeworld, and that's kind of in a bad way right now. By which I mean I'm blockading it. Okay. Yeah, at this point, let's go ahead and buy that automated factory. Or 18 turns there. Alright, I'm gonna have to just click through turns for a short while. Ooh. Doing your own farming. That works for me. Yes, you are not lithivore. Okay. Here, that'll let me get you back to work in the mines, so to speak. Ugh. What now? Scientists in the Trilarian Empire were shocked to discover a virus in the Gravitic Fields Research Center's computers. All systems were infected, totaling a loss of 98 research points. Sucks to be them. That is unfortunate. Gravitic Fields, huh? Oh, finished a starbase. The Bullrothi and Silicoid are at peace. Oh, crap. Okay, great. Have ourselves a starbase here. Just go ahead straight on to... Well, no. Get you working on a fusors. 78 turns, forget it. I need more research points anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. But let's work on the Space Academy with whatever leftover tech you've got. Yes, I need more research points right now. And there's very little production potential here, so I'm sort of okay with this. No need to purchase that. It can just sit and wait, no rush. I kind of don't want that mini fusor anymore. Let's try to get some actual buildings here. I am going to have a ship there fairly soon. As soon as I would like. But soon enough, I hope. What's he got now? Oh, a battle station on his home world. Okay, then. That's an upgraded starbase. Yeah, we're gonna leave that, So that's gonna be a thing. Oh look, the Silicoid now have a battleship. So now we're in this weird circumstance where we're both present in the same colony and we're each blockading the other. If I were to try to attack his ship, I would have to do it over his planet with his missile base, which I already know is not going to end well at all. But if he gets impatient and tries to actually attack one of my colonies, then I will get the home turf advantage, so to speak. 11 turns. It will take less than that. Oh, election time again. Same two nominees. This time the humans abstained. Huh. Well, let's see. 25 votes. If it were 24, 16, you would need 17. 11 is a lot less than that. I will vote for him. Although I don't think that's going to make him too happy. Commodore Care gains a level. Better stats here. What am I looking for? Now and then I seem to lose track of... It was something I wanted to do, and now I can't remember what it was. Hate it when that happens. Well, looks like we've got, oh, it's this tiny little destroyer. What defenses do I have here? None yet. Okay, but I shouldn't need. Ooh, I could actually rush by Trilar's, ship in progress. Switch them over to the Space Academy real quick then. Yeah, there's not much I can do about the starvation there. This time, anyway. Okay. Just going to be a turn or two before I can get that going. And they do already have the Space Academy. I won't make that mistake again. Destroyer and a battleship. Ah, that's what I wanted to look up. Yes, we are a lot friendlier again now. That's what I wanted to check. Yeah. What do you know? It actually does make a big difference, this game. Alright, we've got star bases coming out. Great. Yeah. Let's get that ship right here, right now. Okay, now before I move that ship... Yeah. Keep them coming. Before I move that ship, I'm gonna put one of the leaders on it. Make it... Make sure I have the right one selected. Here we go. And... Oh, where do I want this one? I want it at Nazen. Or do I want to try to... No, I need one at each colony for defensive purposes first. Let's send that to Nathan. Before he decides to bomb it again. Have I played any of the Endless game? No. No, I haven't. I believe I know those. I feel like I'm gonna start falling behind in technology. Actually, no, I already am. But, it'd still be okay. He's got a star base and a missile base at each of those. Yep, we're just gonna have to leave that ship there. Just park it. Keep it there for defensive purposes. And the Antarans are making their first raid of the game. Question is, where? Oh dear. Alright. It's just a frigate to start with, but it will get nastier as it goes along. Alright, they are targeting a colony here, and I don't know which one. It could be anybody's. It could be mine, it could be theirs. I've basically got a 1 in 3 chance of being hit by them. He ends up going for the Trilarians. One of these colonies might actually end up losing one of its defenses. And if I were at war with the Trilarians, that's something I could take advantage of, but I'm not. I kinda don't want to mess with them right now, honestly. Director Chug, the planetologist, is one of my favorites, and I would very much like to hire him right now. Because I did not immediately have the money to hire him, there's actually something missing from his text box that I would otherwise be informed of at this time. When I go to hire him later, it won't be listed again. I consider this a bug. Director Chug, the planetologist, in addition to those traits you see there, gives you the knowledge of terraforming when you hire him. Thank you for that follow, Scruffy Looking. Greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Biosphere is built. Means you've probably run out of things to build. Yes. Let's go for housing and... ooh. Do I want the research points, or do I want to try to build another ship here, or... yeah, I need all the ships I can get. Build a fusor here. After all, there's a labor leader parked there. As I was going to say, if we go under biology, it's this level here, genetic mutations, terraforming sits there all by itself. So I get to skip that entire level if I just get terraforming from him. Totally a thing. And a rather useful one. I'll be able to hire him next turn. That's how close that is. As for the rest of the stuff he does, Environmentalist reduces pollution, so I'm going to want to have him on one of the colonies that's not tolerant. Farming leader, extra food produced by farmers. Researcher, it doesn't matter where I put him for that. He himself generates 10 research points a turn, which I could really use, frankly. Very happy about that. A frigate and a destroyer... oh! Where did the Antarans go? I thought it was 2 turns? Well, at any rate, they didn't attack me, I guess. Weird. Anyhow, that's definitely the #1 thing I want to do with that money. Hire Chug. Yeah, it would normally be listed here. But... if you don't have the money for them right off the bat, they don't actually tell you. They don't go back and tell you what technologies they bring. But yes, if I were to hire him, if I just did, I can go to my tech review. And there it is, terraforming. Terraforming is sort of expensive, but in my opinion, totally worth it. It allows you to upgrade the environmental class of a planet. Anything barren or above, you can eventually bring up to Terran if you terraform it enough. Every time you do terraforming on the same planet, its cost goes up, but it's totally worth it. Home 2 is a barren planet. I gave them a space academy to chunk away at. We're not going to chunk at it quite so slowly. I'm going to actually concentrate on building it now, and when they're done with that, they can start terraforming. And I can already tell you that when they are done with the terraforming, they can do more terraforming. When they're through with that, more terraforming! And so I plant the seeds of what will almost certainly become a meme on this channel. It has most definitely become a meme in my life for many, many years at this point. But at any rate, has to start somewhere. Of course, I am once again slowing down my research. How do you tell that you've gotten a tech from a hired leader? You check your tech listing there and see it present. Or discover that it's not there to research when you get up to that point on a tech tree. Or you simply know in advance what they all provide, and and you simply know you have it when you hire them. Or if you actually have the money to hire them when they first offer to be hired, they will actually tell you that they have that technology to share with you. For whatever reason, the game doesn't go back and say they have that tech if you hire them later, but you do still get it. It's, yeah, like I said, I consider it a bug. A little inconsistent. Yes, and when you're through with that, more terraforming. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm just clicking through another turn here. Brillians have brought their fleet back over here. Hate the fact that this place is blockaded, but there's not much I can do about it at the moment. I need to get at least one ship at each colony first. Then I can worry about spreading them around. Okay, so at Home Prime, I have Valen there now. I'm gonna put Chug there instead. Valen, I will put somewhere else. I could send him to Chrysalon. I'll send him to Chrysalon. Sure. It might be blockaded, but that actually won't affect him. 5 turns. Always 5 turns. Plus 5 food. Need that much. Okay, perfect. Nice. A little bit better there. There's the Hollow Simulator. Excellent. Okay. Well, given that I've got missile bases to deal with, I think ECM Jammer is going to be my best bet here. With an attack of opportunity. Yeah, more than anything else here. That's definitely the way to go. ECM jammer, please. And then I can redesign the Fusor. I can make a Fusor Mark II with an ECM jammer on it. And then refit the ships I already have to put that on. Very convenient. So, every colony, Holo Simulator. Prioritize. It's almost certainly going to be the best thing for any of them to build. Actually, in your case, no. Put it there in the list for you. I think I just totally skipped a planet. It did. Simulator. Yes, in your case, the research lab first, then the Holo Simulator. And then here. Okay. It's good to me. Most of them will take a single turn. Suddenly, things looking a lot better. Starting with an increased food surplus. At least one guy is producing good chunks here. Perfect. I will swap that one over. Okay. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. Notably, population can't go below 1,000 through starvation. The colony can never just completely die off without being, like, bombarded or something. So, this is, it's just going to delay when they, get their next unit of population once they get themselves back into the plus. Which is going to be next turn when they get that hydroponic farm built and they can start feeding themselves. That's another thing that the hydroponic farm is really good for. Because it's a building that provides a set amount of resources, well, food. Using the term resource a little ambiguously there. It's not affected by morale or blockading penalties or anything along those lines. So, yeah, when you've got a planet that's being blockaded, the hydroponic farm can be an extremely useful thing to have. Very much so. Yes, I demand that you stop spying! That has not worked well for me so far, this game. You know, I was actually playing Magic Duels a little while ago. My opponent casts an Ether Theorist, like, you know, right there at their second turn. My second turn, I hit them with, Spatial Contortion? Is that the name of it? I can't actually remember. The instant gives target creature +3/-3 until end of turn. And of course the Ether Theorist has 3 toughness, so that killed it outright. And I actually said to myself, I heard somewhere in my brain, I heard my own voice saying, I demand that you stop scrying. It was, yeah. Yes, I do indeed play Magic Duels. I have streamed it on occasion, not a lot, but I have done some streaming of battles. I'm assuming that you play it yourself. Feel free to send me a friend request over Steam. I'm Zotmeister on there as well. Gladly accept that. Let's see. I don't think I need to do anything else there. Yeah, the Ether Theorist is a creature that has the ability to scry, allowing you to look at the top card of your of your deck, put it on the bottom so you can draw something else if you don't like it, or leave it on top if you do. You do stream it often. Oh, wow. I shall have to check that out. Great. I look forward to that. Thank you. Alright, let's see. I think we're ready to just take another turn here. What has changed? Just a transport ship. Or, yeah. No biggie. I'm still perfectly fine coexisting with him over there. My attention is definitely elsewhere right now. Very much elsewhere. I'm happy with this. Happy with all of this right now. Combat at Chryslon. What changed here is that I got a starbase built. Those pop-ups only show up again if something changes there. But if nothing does change and you do want to go into combat, if you just click your ships there, there's an extra Engage Enemy Forces button present. That will force that window to come up next turn. Well, I say next turn, but in this game, things like ship movement and then combats actually occur between player turns. It's not like there is... It's not like the Civilization games where, you know, one player takes a turn and then another and then another. What actually happens here is everybody puts in their orders, and then between turns, everything happens simultaneously. If any battles were to occur, they take place, and then turns come up again. That's actually how it operates here. It makes it very convenient to play hot seat because the players aren't forced into a strict turn order. You can have the players individually take their turns in whatever order you like in any particular round. Ideally, someone in the game should have the omniscient stat, and they should be the one to sort of watch the computer in those between turns times. They should actually always take their turn last. The game, unfortunately, does like to pop up the star map when a battle occurs and will show something on screen that somebody present otherwise shouldn't know. Unfortunate that they didn't think of that. But it's still otherwise perfectly functional. I always wanted to do a special hot seat game. I wanted to call it Eye in the Sky. Everybody had to take the omniscient pick, and everybody was allowed to watch everybody else play, rather than, you know, just the one person sitting at the computer, you know, sitting there in the corner, other people needing to occupy themselves otherwise. A game where everybody actually gets to watch everybody else, but they're still against each other. This is no secrets. I still think that would be an interesting thing to try at some point, but I wasn't able to talk anybody into doing that. And Jod, hello, good to see you here. Yeah, this game's... And in the leader, hello, good to see you here. You've played Magic the Gathering since 4th edition? Okay, that's definitely longer than I've been doing it. I distinctly remember starting Magic around Tempest Block. Tempest Block it was for me. I have very much been on and off. It's like I can remember like the blocks during which I played, or very few. I think there was let's see. If I can't remember quickly, I need to get back to the game. Invasion Block was amazing. That was such great fun. I hate the fact that I really sort of missed Alara Block. I really only got in on the tail end of that, but that was some of the best time playing Magic. And I did... Zendikar really started to piss me off. And let's see... My most recent outing was unfortunately around the time of Theros. I do not enjoy Theros, but the guilds thing that was still in standard legal at the time, that was some good stuff. Yeah, I'm currently really not playing much paper Magic anymore. I simply can't afford to. Silicoid Spy steals Neutron Blaster, and it probably was them, because I'm guessing everybody else already has it. I need to get some freaking spies built already. But I'm too busy building ships right now. I did finally get the boost to my spy rolls there, so ranking out some spies should be a good thing to do fairly soon, but ships are still the most important part right now. Some tough decisions to make. Tech trade? Yes. You are willing to give me planetary missile base for a holo simulator. You have a deal, sir. I will wholeheartedly accept that. Gladly. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going to have some truly effective defenses available to me. Matter of fact, I want that missile base before the star base. Missile base is better. And cheaper. Even with just the basic nuclear missile, the missile base is still incredibly strong. Hey look, I think it's time for you to do some terraforming. Go to Desert World? Okay. Yes. Missile bases, please. By the way, what I'm doing is you click one thing and then another and they swap places. Or you can click one thing twice to delete it. That in there. I'm still working on a holo simulator. You do that. And a missile base. Okay. 59% chance of my next tech coming in. That would be ECM Jammer. See what's changed. Oh, lots of little productions here. File bases that got finished. Okay. Man, I'm just not making my tech rolls. That popping up every... Oh, okay, well this time he finished a new battle station. That's what happened there. ECM Jammer creates a magnetic pulse jamming both weapon tracking systems and missile guidance units, adding plus 70% to the ship's missile evasion. I can't shoot down all the missiles, there's still a very good chance they won't hit. Great stuff. Let's see now. With that having been taken, now that I have missile bases, Merculites are going to be a significant improvement for those. Probably what I should go for. You know, I've been telling myself I need to go further into construction, and that would actually be the cheapest thing for me to research right now. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Do I want... I might not actually end up using any of these. Survival pods lets a leader still survive a battle, as long as your fleet doesn't get wiped out entirely. That he will survive the destruction of the ship he is on. And I think that's a, I don't think you actually specifically build survival pods on a ship. I think it's just something that they have available to them. I think it counts as an achievement, so to speak. It's a passive boost. Troop pods are something you do actually have to put on a ship as a system. But yeah, it gives the ship double the normal Marines. And then battle pods. They take up negative space. They give a ship more room to put things on, but it is incredibly expensive. Usually not worth it unless you are really struggling for command points and need each individual ship to have as much on it as possible. You actually do have the command points, you're better off building multiple cheaper ships. Yeah, battle pods are very expensive to put on something. I've got some leaders. Let's go survival pods this time. Be a little different. I need about 30 seconds. I will be right. Grab a cough drop while I'm over here. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back at this. Oh. Once I fix my windows. There we go. You have food now, time to enjoy Strom. Okay. I feel like things are going too slowly. Why is there a silicoid farmer here? You eat rocks. Why are you farming? What are you even thinking? I don't know why the game does that. But does it? It does. So stupid. Okay. Up to 3 battleships there. Wow. Starting to look like it might be a problem. Although I did get a missile base up, so... Offensively, if he does decide to attack me, it shouldn't be a problem. What happened here? Oh no, now he's got a fighter garrison present there. That's not nearly as deadly as a missile base, if your ships are designed to deal with it, and mine are. Enveloping fusion beams means you can pretty much ignore a fighter garrison. As long as you're not going in with just like one ship that can't take out the fleet that quickly, it's not a problem at all. Not a problem in the slightest. Okay, Chrysalon is now officially working on terraforming. Chrysalon II, to be specific. This is a desert planet. 7 turns from now, it will be a different type of terrain. I can actually right-click these. Oh, I can't. Where do I get that info? Under the info button, right? Yeah. Yeah, barren becomes desert or tundra. Deserts become arid, tundras become swamp, oceans, swamps, and arid become terran. So, yes, this will become an arid world, and then it could be terraformed again for 250 times 2 production, 500 to make it go from arid to turn. It will be worth it. Friendlier place. Captain Nug, the Arms Master, will not wait a while to see if I will raise the 300 because I will tell him to go away. We've got another Fusor finished. Nice. Do I want yet another one? I think I do. Unfortunately. Grimcon! Thank you for that follow. Greatly appreciated. You enjoy your stay here. I know I've seen you here a couple times. Appreciate you've given me that gesture. Okay. So, home has a Fusor. Andromeda has a Fusor. Chrysalon has a Fusor. Mason has a Fusor. Don't necessarily need to leave one at home, although I feel like I probably ought to. Rylar doesn't have one yet, but they are building their own. 13 turns. And once I get one more out of home and one more out of Andromeda, that should be 3, and that might be enough. I'm certainly willing to try at that point. See if I can get one of these missile bases taken down. the Numu. I don't know why you weren't following me, but I appreciate that you are now. You know, the funny thing is that I still haven't fired up the new Master of Orion yet. I have yet to get around to it. Very much looking forward to it when I do, but yeah, I haven't yet. They can come out with a few more updates before I dive in, I guess. Numu is not a bad name for it at all. I know I've seen a lot of, say, Mu CTS out there using the subtitle to distinguish it. Yeah. Numu works for me. I like that one. Alright, take care, Joe. Yeah, take care, Jovem. I will, hopefully, see you, again in the future. Perhaps on Magic Duels. That would be a thing. Okay. You can build it. I don't think I want to rush by it. Note that my income surplus is actually significantly dropping off now. That's no longer a massive chunk of money I'm pulling in. Because of all the buildings that I'm constructing. And I'm not yet pulling in the money to pay for them all. You can see some of my colonies are in a deficit right now. And yet I am still building things. Just the way I operate in this game. But, yeah, gladly not having to pay ship maintenance yet. That would get very expensive very quickly once I run out of points, but that's not going to happen yet. I mean, I'm planning on building, what is it, maybe 3 more battleships? I'll have... Yeah, at that point it is going to start becoming a problem. The ships are basically going to become use them or lose them once I have a certain number of them. And I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. If I successfully take a colony with them, that's more command points I get. That will work. Ooh! Great DLC. Oh, okay. That's, oh, wow. Interesting. Looking, we'd be very happy to see the Illyrians. That will be fun. It's like, I remember before... I was given early access to the game, never actually really used that, but I was like, they don't even have custom races up yet? That's like, I won't bother. I'll wait. Just trying to make a decision here. Is my current rate of research really enough? I think it is for now. Yeah, I think I know what the plan is. I think this will work. Oh, what's happened here now? Transport ship. Here. Okay, research lab, good. Alright, money-wise, I am now officially breaking even. I am yes, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have that problem solved in store. Chances are the next 2 techs I'm going to get are both going to be construction as well. Or definitely at least one. I haven't checked in on my fleets yet. How are we doing experience-wise, anyhow? Elites. Nice. Aaron, working your way up. My starting scout actually has hit the cap. They have an ultra elite crew. For whatever that's worth. It's just a scout ship, but oh well. And here we go. Another election. Lots more abstentions. You seem to be a lot less likely to get voted in this game. But then so are the other AI races. 28. Let's see, 27 is a multiple of 3, 18 is 2/3 of that. It would take 19 votes to win this. I can vote for him. Happy times. Yep. Actually, going up a bit there. Colony ship? What does he even have a colony ship for? Surely there's nothing left. Alright, so there's the survival pods. Okay, the next level of construction here. It's still one of the cheapest options for me to research. Armor barracks! You could build one of these instead of a marine barracks, and it will also solve that morale problem. And you actually can have both on a planet. Armor barracks produces tank battalions. They, a bit sturdier than the standard ground troops. Serve as another means of trying to defend a colony. There's the fighter garrison I mentioned, which basically produces fleets of tiny little ships, smaller than frigates, just fighters that fly out, shoot point-blank point defense weapons at targets. Run out of ammo, they fly back home to reload. And every 10 combat turns, you actually get a new fleet out of it. Brand new, fresh one that can fight again. Against enveloping weapons, they don't last long at all. This is what I need. This is what I'm going to be going for. The spaceport. The building and put on a colony. Plus 50% revenue money generation, which is very clearly what I need right now. So I will definitely go for that. Those will pay for themselves readily. Solve the problem I am about to have. Just before I actually have it. Which is the ideal time to solve a problem in my experience. He's doing a lot of moving around his ship. He's got 4 battleships there, but we're in good standing right now. Orion II has finished terraforming. This is now an arid world. Population maximum has. Well, actually, it's got silicoids on it, so it kind of hasn't. But less other penalties involved. The environment. Quite happy to do it here anyway. More terraforming! Okay. Well, why they started farming there, though. Let's get some... There we go. Better. I watched this number right here very carefully. If that's negative or positive beyond, say, like, +1, then there's probably something to be tweaked. If it's at exactly +1, that might just be a rounding error sort of deal. That might be a case where it's like if I add a farmer, I gain 2 food, so remove 1, I lose 2 food. So I kind of can't fix that necessarily. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get more research going. Oh, look at that! He's trying to oust my battleship. With his own battleship. What has he sent this way? Oh, that sucker's packing neutron blasters and pulson missile. Oh no, a class 3 shield. That's obnoxious. That is how you deal with enveloping fusion beams. A stronger shield. That's going to be a significant reduction in the damage that I can deal to him. And yeah, if they get class 5 shields, forget it. Fusion beams won't cut it anymore. Like, at all. And those missiles look like they mean business. I shot them all down. And still have some guns to spare. Still think I got this. But, definitely starting to look a little thin. There we go. Can really dish it out at point blank. Ooh, so can he, but that's alright. Got that covered. It can heal damage. I'm very much winning this fight. Especially since he's out of missiles and is somehow not hitting me with his weapons despite being at point blank. Funny that. I actually know why that's the case. That's because his crew is green and my crew is elite. My people know what they're doing. His beam attack is only plus 25 coming from that computer. I've got the same computer, but yeah, my beam attack boost is plus 150. And my defense 105. This is only 60. Yeah, so he's finding me very hard to hit. Very hard to hit. Holy crap. Oh, blew him up. Thank you, come again. The only reason I haven't knocked him out of the game yet is because I know I can't handle those missile bases with just one ship. I'm gonna need at least 3, probably more like 4. And the worst part about it is I don't have any specific anti-planetary weapons either. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I'm gonna have to create bombers. I am going to have to create a new design to the Fusor. As a matter of fact, I should probably be doing that right now. And go into any colony at all. Let's just redesign the scout here. So, new battleship. The Fusor Mark II. Drive, titanium armor. No shield. Got the computer there. Definitely heavy armor and reinforced hull. For a cybernetic race here. Battle scanner so that we don't miss. Going to have to squeeze that ECM jammer on there. This is going to reduce my potential armaments. Still want that heavy mount neutron blaster if I can get it there. But I'm also now going to add some bombs. Those are going to be important. Although maybe not that important. Oh. Really? Alright, I think I need to forego the neutron blaster on this one. Darn. Taking up that much space still? Unfortunate. I suppose I could build a ship that's just a bomber. That's an idea. I had a better bomb, though. Well, we won't need the battle scanner if it were just bomb weapons. As a matter of fact, I don't even need the computer. As a matter of fact, this probably doesn't need to be a battleship at all. Probably build just a cruiser if that's what I wanted to have. Oops. An idea. The ship would have basically need to be escorted by some of the Fusors. They would be shooting down the missiles as they get launched, and the La Bamba just drops its payload. Planet Cracker. I kind of, well, I can go ahead and hit build on that, but let me check the old tech tree here. Bombs appear under, the power techs. Antimatter bomb. Decidedly better. 5 to 40. I don't mind not getting that drive. It'll be obsoleted later anyway, and I really don't care about the torpedoes. There's... torpedoes in these games have always been a little peculiar. Sort of an alternative to missiles. They only fire every other turn, but you never run out of ammo on them. They just take the time to charge up. The nice thing about these is that you can actually give them the enveloping modification as well. But, yeah, I think the antimatter bomb would do wonders. Of course, that's a... right, I'm getting research points at. That's a little expensive. I guess the nukes are fine. Where do I build it? Actually has the most production right now. It is home prime? Okay. I don't know how many I would need. Possibly only the one. I think maybe... They are cruisers. They're gonna cost me command points. Let me just build the one for now. And we will see how that goes. I'm probably going to have to... If I find I'm not getting anywhere, then essentially everybody I've got building ships right now, I'm going to shunt over into research and get more tech. Try to get a better ship built. Rip stream, I hope not. I don't see us being down at all. Is anybody else having an issue? Oh, actually, I realized it's actually break time for me here. It was just, alright. The hiccup. The refresh. Hope it didn't just break my archive on me or anything. I don't see anything here saying I disconnected. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is actually a very good time for me to take that break. I will save this just in case something atrocious happens. Care to place odds on whether I got the underscore or not? I didn't. Alright. Okay, and I will, of course, put some... Oh, everybody had the lag, huh? Now, hopefully it was just lag and not an actual disconnect. Alright, I will be back in just a few minutes. Shouldn't be that long this time. Play some music for you. See you shortly. Alright.